Well, two men were found shot to death inside a burning home in Elizabethtown, and today we are learning more about the suspect arrested in the case.
WDRB's Darby Bean was at the scene yesterday, and she joins us now. So, Darby, what have you learned about this case?
Well, from the very beginning, police said that there were suspicious circumstances surrounding the death of the two men in that house where they were found. They've been identified now as Blake Francis and Anthony Garrett, and firefighters had responded to that house fire on Henon Lane around 5 o'clock yesterday morning. That's where they found those two men inside. Police later said that both of them had been shot, and police said the fire was intentionally set. It ended up leading police to a man named Dustin Caudell, who they say confessed to the shooting and to starting the fire. You see his face right there. He now faces several charges, including arson and murder.
Darby, you've learned this is not Caudell's first time behind bars, correct?
It is not. We've learned he has a violent past going all the way back to the 90s. We went down to the basement here today to find some of these archives and records that we have. They show he's previously served time in prison. An old newspaper article from the Courier-Journal says he shot his mother and his younger brother to death. This footage that you're seeing now is that archive video we talked about from when we covered his time in court. Caudell was just 15 at the time, and he was living in Meade County. The article says he told police that his family beat on him and he snapped. The Department of Corrections tells us today that he began serving his sentence for that in September of 1996. He was released on parole in 2020, but he was back in custody in May of 2023 for violating that parole, and the Department of Corrections said he got his final discharge from custody just a little more than 3 months ago in July.
Wow. So what's next for this current case where the two men were found dead in the home?
We had a court hearing today. It was in Elizabethtown, and he has a bond set at $1 million. So now we'll continue to see where this goes through the court system, but that's the latest in that. He is expected back in court this coming Wednesday.
All right, very interesting. Darby, thank you for your reporting and digging into the archives for us.